Sorry, Larry, I am a couple minutes late as usual, but we are going to head back to Skyhold and see where to go next. I did that thing again where I go, right, I gotta upgrade a whole bunch of shit, and then didn't do that. So I'm gonna start by doing some inventory management so that I, you know, can do that. Good morning, good whatever time it is where you are. I hope everybody's having a good day so far. I actually remembered to drop the link in my Discord this time. And there's my phone telling me that I'm live, hilariously. Okay. Oh, that's right. I lied. I'm going to talk to Leliana first, because I didn't do that yet. So, we talked to Dorian. Dorian is lovely. All the time.
A little bird told me you were
Aha!
the Carter Inquisitor.
A little bird?
Well, a big bird. A big, indiscreet bird who was drunk at the time.
I see. So, that's a thing. That's Carta. She probably... I mean, this isn't giving you any option to say she wasn't. But now I'm like, how would this play into the backstory that I wrote for her that they don't let you actually explore in-game because they didn't make it? I decided she was an overseer at an Illyrium mine in Orzammar, so she was not originally a surface dwarf, but the Carta was probably how she got out of Orzammar. So...
What you read is true. I was once part of the Carter.
Not any longer. Too bad. They're an excellent source of cheap contraband. Back home, you see dwarves everywhere. And not just from the Ambassadoria. Rather odd how in the south, everyone thinks of dwarves as merchants. Limited view, in my opinion.
Interesting.
Maybe you'll change that. In the future, one will hear dwarf and think Messiah. Down with stereotypes.
All right, Dorian. All right.
Go.
Naturally.
I love Dorian. He's wonderful. I don't know that he's necessarily my favorite character in Inquisition, but he's very close. Read the things. Drop off the things. Oh, right, we should talk to Helisma. Because Minave is no longer my researcher. Because she is fucking traumatized because she was stuck in Haven when a cart fell on her and almost set her on fire and killed a Don. So we have a new researcher now, so I'm gonna talk to Helisma.
Greetings to you, Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns. You'll find my skills are exceptional. I hope they prove useful.
I'm sure they are. Oof. I hate it when like the thing, the icon in the middle of the dialogue options has that particular icon where it's like choose a path when it's actually you can ask all of these questions.
You're taking over the duties of
Which is
Minave.
fine.
Yes. She said she was needed elsewhere and that
Oh
I
no,
should
she's
serve
not
the
needed elsewhere. She's
Inquisition to
fucking
the best
traumatized.
of my ability.
What is she doing?
I wasn't told.
What are your abilities?
How can you serve the Inquisition?
I am to aid in the research of all creatures encountered in your efforts as leader of the Inquisition.
Thanks.
What makes you particularly qualified?
I remember being fond of animals. I don't remember why.
Talking to the Tranquil is always so sad for lines like that. Because, like, I don't... I personally take umbrage with people being like, but they're different and it's creepy. Okay, so she doesn't feel the same way that literally any of the non-Tranquil characters do. Alright, that's an analogy for a whole bunch of shit that we won't get into today, because I'm sleepy. but like it's always very sad to me when they have a line that seems to be designed to dig at you. I remember being fond of animals. I don't remember why. That sucks. Because being turned tranquil just rips that ability and that knowledge from you, and it's sad. It's
You're
sad.
made tranquil.
Yes, I am tranquil. It was necessary due to a willful nature that made wielding magic a dangerous endeavor.
And
I
that's
remember
sad
that
too.
being a difficult time, but I cannot remember why. My skills are well used in my current position.
It was necessary due to a willful nature that made wielding magic a dangerous endeavor. Okay, fight me. That sounds very Kunari of them. Let's turn the mage into either nothing but a weapon or completely remove their magical abilities and ability to dream slash have emotion. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Fucking Templars. This is why I never
What is
side
your
with them.
evaluation of how
Almost
we're
never.
doing?
Adequate, based on the partial improvements to Skyhold.
Fair enough.
As you were.
Yes,
I specifically sided with the Templars this time because I wanted to do it on stream once, and it's not 100% counter to what Tali would do as a character, because she's a dwarf and has no reason to be like, no, Templars are bad. Rarg. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Hi, Liliana.
At your order.
I'm sorry.
So am
Oh,
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
abso-fucking-lutely not.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
We match.
I keep wondering if I could have done something different.
Probably
When the
not.
first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time.
Or they could have
I
died.
was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
Or we could have lost both. Darkspawn Magister.
More likely, they would have stayed out there, died, and we would have lost Haven anyway. You don't know that.
I
Their
do.
lives could have bought Haven a small chance. My people
Darkspawn
know their
Magister.
duty. They know
Army
the
of
risks.
Mages.
They
Come on.
understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
No.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter. Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus?
Too bad.
We're better than Corypheus.
I think Tali is going slightly differently than I was planning, which is fine because this happens every time I make a character, because at some point the character just goes, nah, you're full of shit. And I go, okay.
Our agents have encountered more followers of Corypheus, these so-called Venatori.
Why
Their
put her
leader,
in front of a
Calpurnia,
barrel?
has them searching elven ruins.
She's
For
she's
what,
half
I do not
hidden.
know. I propose we stop the Venatori before they find what they seek.
Agreed.
Do you know anything about Calpurnia?
I do.
Only that Calpurnia is a name from ancient Tevinter legend. An unusual one. She was a priestess of Dumat, foster mother to the founder of the Imperium. A name like that is meant to assure the Venatori they follow in the footsteps of legends. We must prove them wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm pleased to see my spy master is on top of the matter. I try. These Venatori have been shadowing a merchant called Vicinius on Calpurnia's orders. They've investigated his finances, surveyed his warehouses. I propose that you meet with Vicinius. Flatter him. Find out what he knows of Calpurnia.
Okay.
Vicinius sounds like a Tevinter name. Born in Tallow, although he claims to be from
Of
He
course.
sells rare oils and amber, and prefers red wine to white. What side of the bed does he sleep on? He's unremarkable. I cannot think why Calpurnia would care.
I love that they just automatically give your Inquisitor a sassy line there. It's perfect.
What if Vicinius is as much in the dark as we are? It never hurts to eliminate an avenue of inquiry. And we should tread lightly with the Venatori.
Define
They have
tread
contacts
lightly.
and spies, just as we do. The sooner you speak with Vicinius, the better.
Okay, so let me just put some context to that line where she says we should tread lightly with the Venatori. This is an Orlesian bard by original trade, a spy master, Kali, talking to a dwarven warrior who probably had to deal with Darkspawn in her mines at some point, who came to the surface and went, alright, well, the card is not a bad idea to get out, and is now the Inquisitor, and is going to be a Templar specialization, and Leliana is telling her to tread lightly. This might be interesting. I'll try charm. No. This is one of those where I'm like, I don't know enough about this conversation to choose these lines, because BioWare just does stuff, and you go, wait, wait, what's that gonna do though? If I forewarn him, the Venatori will know. I'll try charm. She's a dwarf. She's not going to charm a Tevinter mage. Particularly not someone that is trying to posit himself as a powerful magister from Virantium.
If flattery doesn't work, I'll try something stronger. As bards say, begin with the sweetest verse. Vicinius could be a most helpful friend. I'll make
Ooh.
arrangements for you to visit his summer home in Val Rayo.
Oh, I like that.
Hopefully your attention should be enough to pique his interest. We'll have Calpurnia's secrets yet.
Yes, this works. I like this. Yes. Yes. Okay. Let me get to the thing. Note found in Skyhold Rookery. Oh god. It's just about the ravens. This one's funny though. Who's this? Weaver. I don't know anything about Weaver. I can't choose a voice for a character I'm not familiar with. Does Weaver ever come up? Anyway. Sadler. Baron Plucky. I don't care how many missions he's flown, or how many lives his actions have saved. He's a holy terror. Nearly pecked out my eye the last time I tried to attach a message to him. All the dramatic flapping and squawking caused the sister to come over. You should have seen her look when she snatched the letter from me. If I had a weaker constitution, it might have killed me on the spot. I suppose she thought I was trying to murder her prized raven, and all she had to do was coo at him, and the Baron hopped onto her shoulder, all sweetness, and nestled into her neck. How does she do it? All the birds like her. Is it blood magic? It's blood magic, isn't it? Weaver. I'm trying to see what I can do. Find time to close a border. This is a historical document, so I don't think that I... Oh, no, I do care. Alright, hang on. So, this note is a Grey Warden talking about a fine time to close a border. He's basically saying, don't fucking close us out. There's rumors... Okay, I'm just gonna read it. Fuck it. The news is dire. There are rumors that our wardens and sisters in Ferelden have all perished. Without the Grey Wardens, the Blight will take Ferelden. Then it will undoubtedly spread. It will go north to Navarra and the Marches. It will come west to Orlais. At the head will be an archdemon, and in its wake will come thousands upon thousands of darkspawn. We must be ready to the eyes of oblivion. Many of you have asked why we remain here when such threats are mounting in the east. The problem is say Ferelden and Orlais have been at odds is an understatement. These two are like dogs and cats. We Wardens are a legion by address only, but that does not seem to matter to Ferelden's leaders. Dead, and his successor, Logain MacTyr, decrees that no Warden shall set foot in the country. MacTyr, a national hero who expelled invading Orlesian forces from Ferelden, seems to have up for our order too. Maybe he doubts our abilities. Maybe he is more foolish than the history books make him out to be. That is absolutely true. Okay, I read Stolen Throne. Logain MacTyr is a stubborn asshole. Which, I knew he was an asshole, but, like, he is so goddamn stubborn. This is why we must wait, even as Ferelden willingly welcomes its fate. An address by Warden Constable Blackwall of Valshivan to his recruits, 930 Dragon. So this is what Warden Constable Blackwall said of the Blight, which takes place during Origins and also the beginning of Dragon Age 2, because Dragon Age 2 is a weird span of 7 years between Origins and Inquisition, because it's just following a different set of characters. So, yeah, when Hawke was fleeing Lothering, when your Warden and Alistair got screwed at the Battle of Ostagar, that's what Warden Constable Blackwall is responding to here. Spoilers. Okay. Meanwhile, that was also probably not all she had to say. Let's continue talking here. I'm sure you have other things to say.
Inquisitor?
That was just the most pertinent, I
The
guess.
Divine's death hit you hard. How have you been feeling?
Oh, you are referring to my outburst in the Haven. I am much better now.
You lost a friend.
There are so many things going wrong.
Outbursts are normal. And probably good for you, honestly.
Sometimes it's best to talk these things out.
I was there when the hero Ferelden defeated the Archdemon.
Damn right you were.
It took a great sacrifice, but it was worth it. We won the day, and I thought the Makers smiled on me. When
Are
the
you so
Divine
sure you're wrong?
requested my help, I went to her. I owed her that much. I sacrificed so much to do the Maker's work. But now Justinia is dead. I was angry. I felt betrayed. But I shouldn't have let my emotions get the better of me. I'm sorry.
Emotions are normal. Please have emotions.
Don't apologize. You were grieving and upset. I understand.
Thank you. Now enough of this. Let us think more pleasant thoughts.
We can try. Let us think more pleasant thoughts. Any updates, Spymaster?
Anything I should know?
I feel like that's a little,
The Legion army is awaiting
out of it.
our next move. Some of the generals are sympathetic to our cause. Others are still suspicious.
Fair.
Our actions are under a great deal of scrutiny.
Of course they are. Alright, I'm good for now.
I'll leave you to your work.
Alright, so I have a prisoner to judge. I have some inventory to handle. I have a war table to visit because all of my advisors are done with things and I haven't gone back there yet. Right, I was gonna read that one codex entry from up on the thing, but I have to find it, so I'm not gonna do that right now. Because that's gonna take some hunting. Basically, it's describing the elven fresco that Solus is working on, and it's really kind of cool.
A god. The elder thing's not a god. He's darkspawn. The Maker's no darkspawn.
But they say that's why he cut the sky. To claim the throne.
Yeah, and that makes him a god. I love eavesdropping on some of the conversations that you walk by in Skyhold. Alright, so, first things first, we're gonna... Oh my god, I need to change that. First things first, we're gonna go into the Undercroft and change the throne that I'm dealing with. Oh right, Dagna's here!
Inquisitor?
The Arcanist has arrived.
You should see for yourself.
Dagna... I'm gonna do this every time, but I swear to God, Dagna's story makes me so emotional because I remember going into Orzammar in Origins and talking to her and her being all excited about fucking arcane bullshit and going to the circle to research, and she was all excited and it's adorable.
Hello there.
And then she actually is an important character in Inquisition. I love it so much. Also, I forgot she had exactly the same bun that Tali is wearing.
Let's figure out what you need.
I went with not the updo because I figured that I didn't want her to have the same hair as Scout Harding, and I gave her the same hair as Dagna. Oh well.
You're the magical advisor?
Oh, you're her. The Inquisitor.
Yep.
I'm Dagna. Arcanist Dagna. It's an honor, your worship. Is that it?
We're the same height.
Hand anchor mark? It's pretty. Reach was pretty too. In a destroy everything sort of way.
Okay. I feel like if I start with "you're not what I expected," she's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, another dwarf, right?" So that's... Like, I want to do that, but also I don't want to choose the line that doesn't make sense for a dwarf to say. But also...
You're not quite what I was expecting. You're a dwarven arcanist.
The only one? When you learn things everyone says you can't, you get to be the first. I don't need to tell you.
Well, that's
Look
great.
at Harris devices.
No, I like that.
Precision is fantastic, but typical. Mundane. Old thinking.
Is what now?
No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but
I mean, good.
you need a new perspective. I've made adjustments.
Because the
As long as
classical
I
trades are where
can
Tali
use
came
them
from,
just
and
about
she might be
anything.
offended about that too.
Almost safely.
Almost safely. I love Dagna. Where did you study magic?
Dwarves go to study magical theory.
Get out. I asked myself that question for years. Turns out, not in Orzammar.
What a
I
shock.
had to start at a circle. I had help, though. A Grey Warden, and I am forever grateful. With that sanction, I visited a half-dozen circles. The wonders I've seen. And with an objective eye, I can spot where they overlap. That's a surprise for every teacher. It's
Fact.
a grand tradition, and it works so well with new thinking.
Let's continue talking about the warden so I can get emotional for a second.
You mentioned a Grey Warden who helped you start your studies.
Not any Grey Warden. The Grey Warden. The hero of Ferelden is a hero in Orzammar, too.
Damn right.
Then he died killing the Archdemon. I cried so hard. I'll never know the difference he made in my life.
But I know. Okay. Okay. Yep. Already slightly emotional. Here we go.
You gave up so much, left your home. Was it really that amazing?
Yes.
She's like,
I left my
yes.
home and my family, but I just knew I could be more than a smith. I wish my people weren't
And
so
look at how right
outcast.
you were,
I
Dagna.
regret that my father couldn't imagine another life for me, but I don't regret what I did.
Your years of study have paid off.
Oh yes, the mages said I brought a valuable perspective. I've even presented my work to the College of Enchanters.
That's so
I
fucking
wanted
impressive.
to exchange. The surface could learn about lyrium smithing, and Orzammar would gain knowledge of magic. But now there's no college, and so far as the Shapered is concerned, I'm castless. So you're getting my best work, Inquisitor. Let's make some great stuff.
I love her attitude because she's like, well, the college kind of imploded, so I can't continue to talk to them, and Orzammar won't acknowledge my existence because I left. So I'm gonna put my energy into this. You're getting my best work. She has the best attitude. Also, there is something... Hold that thought.
The warden affected you in a special way.
Talk to anyone, they'll say the same. It was a dark time. There was one light. He saved us. Saved me.
All right, rein it in. You have work to do.
Right.
I don't want to tell her to rein it in.
Carried away when I think of it. Ready when you need me.
But that line is automatically what you say.
Inquisitor?
I believe that you're ready for anything.
You were quick to join the Inquisition. Is there something you want?
How could I waste a chance to get close to you? And Corypheus? My goodness. And actual physical rifts in the Veil? I mean, we dwarves, no dreams, right?
No dreams, right? About that.
We can do doors. So there's that, and all the things you'll probably find, and what I'll get to make. The rules are different here.
I love her attitude
Plus,
so
you're paying
much.
me a lot. Like, wow.
We can
so
do
much.
doors. I love Dagna so much. She's so great.
I took the title because I'm a magical researcher, philosopher, and master of practical application. And I like it. I can't actually do magic because I'm a dwarf, but that also means no risk of possession. Safer than a mage. It means that every skill I have, I've learned through reason and understanding.
I can't decide
Since my
if...
past, I know the value of mastering a craft. Did you know dwarves invented enchanting?
Probably. I can't decide if what they're trying to do with Dagna is set up a... Like, Dagna and Sandal. Because this is something that I'm going to probably talk about in a second once my Inquisitor is done talking to Dagna. One of the things that I can't decide if what they're doing is just going, hey, the dwarves that we, figured couldn't do all this shit, they can do this shit too. Or if they are specifically setting up the dwarves as an alternative for the Tranquil. Because, spoilers for about 30 seconds here, when you find out later in the game that the Rite of Tranquility is, 1, reversible, and 2, also how you make someone a Seeker, that implies to me that what Cassandra is doing later on after post-game bullshit, unless she's the Divine, possibly also if she's the Divine actually, is like untranquilizing the Tranquil if they agree to it. Because you have more information. So at that point, you still have an alternative for someone who is not able to do magic and therefore not a target for possession. Dwarves. Because, like I said, Sandal, Dagna, they can do anything. I'm still slightly upset that they didn't go a little bit further with the, excuse me, I'm a dwarf, why did I have a dream, Solus? What did you do? Why were we both in my head, / the Fade, / whatever? I'm a dwarf, I do not dream. This does not make sense.
What's the story with enchanting?
Lyrium is the heart. In certain rational patterns, it beats like something alive. That's how I see it.
Tali's probably like, yeah,
A mage can
makes
make
sense.
weapons do things, but with the right runes, the right rarities, your toys become wonders. It's the one thing mages can't do. Drives them mad. Literally. Dwarves are resistant, so it doesn't affect us. Mostly.
She's like, can I
You have
help?
the ability to make exceptional weapons and armor. Masterwork.
I know lyrium.
There's an art to the forge, as well as enchanting. You need an ear for it. And hands. Eyes, too. Nothing bad to say about Herod on that front. He's wonderful. But there's this little more needed. With the right bits, an edge can be more than an edge. Armor can do more than protect. A you can be just a bit brighter.
And then I can tint my armor.
More. In short.
In short. I love her. She's great. Okay, I specifically came in here to fucking
Tell me what you want made, and I'll make sure it goes just right.
change my throne. And then Dagna happened. Alright. We're gonna customize all the things here. I don't have any particular love for dwarven banners though, because they're kind of slightly boring. You see them everywhere. And I don't want Templar shit up. Though the Templar banner is really kind of cool. It's very pretty. But even so. Oh, right. I can change my bed. Damn. I do like the dwarven one. It looks all sturdy and shit. Fuck it. We'll go dwarven. I forgot that there was all these options for fucking drapery. I do like the stylized dwarven face in the dwarven one. I don't use most of these, because I'm like, fuck the Templars, the Inquisition one's boring. You know. The Avar ones are really cool. But also I've used those entirely too much. That looks boring. I don't really... Like, I super love all of the aesthetic for the Avar stuff, but that's not Tali's aesthetic. It's mine. I'm not familiar with the Chastened one, weirdly. Whatever, I'll put it as Dwarven for now. Decor! Oh, right. Yeah, no, we're keeping... I don't... Huh. I'm missing a throne and a whole bunch of decor, so I'm gonna figure that out, I guess. See, the other thing is, some of the thrones, like, put your Inquisitor in a super awkward position. I really like the Chastened, but that's also super not Tali. Ditto Ferelden. I will never use the Ferelden throne again, because as excellent as it is, and as overtly ridiculous as it is, it hides half of your Inquisitor if they're not a Kunari, or possibly a human. I remember doing that with Ilari and just going, no, not so much. Orlais, that one's... Ugh. These are so ridiculous. But I hate the default throne so much. But the Chantry one is worse. Ugh. I guess I'll do this later. Windows. Dwarven windows. Can we talk about that for a second? I don't think the dwarves have windows in Orzammar. I mean, maybe they kind of have windows, but they're not exactly protecting themselves from the outside. They're protecting themselves from the city, I guess. I do like the Inquisition windows, because those are also ridiculous. I love the sheer amount of detail that they put into this shit. Because, like, why the fuck would you be able to change the windows? It's kind of brilliant, but also why? Oh, right, the special shipments. I forgot about that. Staff of Aidan, allied. Blade of Tuna, allied. Sword of Charis, or Charis, or something, allied. Oh, my inventory is not as fucked as I expected. Cool. A swad. The spread of red lyrium is inexorable, unending, the key for turning corrupted foes against their masters. This nightmarish practicality identifies the work as that of inimitable arcanist Dagna. Like all children of the stone, she doesn't have to worry about how such experiments might affect her dreams. She keeps track of their names, though. That's about respect. The sword is always slightly less than I expect, honestly. And nobody needs it, so we're gonna not do that. The staff. Goodness, I need to re-equip Dorian. Oh! Oh no, I see. 40 base plus 10 spirit damage, that's why. I mean, it's still better than the next one down, so we'll go with it. And then I will re-equip things uh, shortly. Get rid of that one. Staff of Adon Allied. And this has got the same exact description. But look at how ridiculous that looks. That is just the most giant fucking... Like, that chunk of red lyrium by his head. First of all, can you imagine what that would do to you? A small red lyrium statue drove both Meredith and... I just almost said Bodon. I'm not talking about Sandal's father. Bartrand. Tethris. Absolutely fucking batshit nuts. That chunk of red lyrium is bigger than his head. Why would you do this? We're not doing this. We're not. I refuse. Je refuse. And then, coal. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. That's so fucked up. Okay. Whirling Deaths, level 16. Alright, well, we're... but I want my area of effect damage. Fuck it. Sorry, Dagna, by the time I get here, I'm always like, I don't need your fucking red lyrium weapons. Get rid of these fucking things. And then I have so much shit that I can store. Oh, right! I was gonna give Dorian his new armor. That one was... Who was that one for? What did I do here? Okay. That is for Dorian. Yes? Yes. And then... What happened here? It didn't unequip Cassandra. Oh, it unequipped Tali. That's why. I'm like, what the hell? It unequipped Tali when we got to Skyhold. That's what the hell. Alright. Also took off her helmet. That's exactly what he has. Crit chance versus constitution and crit damage. We'll keep him where he is for now. And then, Superior Battle Mage Cowl. So this is the one that I always have in my party. But 5 cunning, 5 magic. That'll be helpful for any mage. I wonder if I should just make a Superior Battle Mage Cowl and just give it to all of my mages, because really... Oh, Dorian doesn't have anything. Dorian... I'm not going to have him in my party. I love him, but he's not particularly effective. Then again... So here's the thing about mages in Dragon Age. When I'm fighting all of the demons, the critters from the rifts, part of the reason I try to keep my mages with particular elements is because that way I'm not going to be like, yeah, you're going to be effective when you have. Oh no, you're a mage with an ice staff that has mostly fire spells. You're going to be half effective against literally anything that has a weakness to either of those elements. So instead, I go, all right, you're my fire mage with a fire staff and fire spells. Cool. Go. Go take out that fucking despair demon. Because the despair demon is the one that shoots ice at you and then yeets itself across the battlefield and pisses me off. But fuck it, I'm giving it to Dorian. But the 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 thing about Dorian, when you, as a matter of fact, I'm going to check his character record because I don't recall what he starts with. I think he starts with like two electric. They don't start him with anything. Okay, I thought they started him with a couple of electricity spells, but so Solus starts on the spirit tree, which makes sense, and they also give him like one winter spell or ice spell. So I focus him on those two trees. Vivienne is the same, except no, do they start her with anything or do they start her with like two fire spells? I forget which. But either way, those two make sense. When you get Dorian, if you don't have anything, if you're me, you look at it and go, all right, well, I got an ice mage and I got a fire mage. Let's have a storm mage. Go. The other thing about the storm spells is that because of the way elemental resistances work in Dragon Age, hold that thought, loud noise. Because of the way they work in Dragon Age, the electrical spells will do the same amount of damage to literally anything but a pride demon, because pride demons are the gigantic ones with, you know, electrical attacks. So a pride demon isn't going to give a shit about a mage with electrical spells, but any other demon, this is going to do the same amount of damage. And because of the way they opposed their elements, fire and ice are opposed, obviously, and then storm and spirit are opposed. So, oh, there's that one too. Each hit from Energy Barrage lowers the target's resistance to your staff's magic type for a short time. So that's also extremely helpful. Arcing Surge, never strike twice. I'm good with that. Exploding Bolt. Lightning Cascade. We'll go with that one. Lightning Cage, Tethering Cage. Oh, that's interesting. Static Cage is now powerful enough to hurt or even kill enemies who leave its boundaries. Whenever an enemy in the cage takes damage, a lightning bolt strikes them, dealing bonus electricity damage. Versus Tethering Cage, enemies can now leave Static Cage but take constant damage while outside its boundaries. So we're going to go with that one. And we're going to save those 2 points for once I have... Sure, that. Words. Words are hard. Brain. Specializations available. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm good with that for now. We've got everybody's armor equipped. I have to figure out weapons. I'm probably just gonna throw half of this in the fucking storage chest. Yeah. I'm gonna strip most of these and then throw most of it in the storage chest is what I'm gonna do. hold that thought because there is a package at my door. Alright, sorry about that. One of my college books just arrived, so that's important. Okay, next. Yes, Raider Bow. Sarah. Cannot equip yet because level 13. Right. That is also the same longbow grip. Alright, yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna rip off all of the upgrades and things, and then store some stuff and get rid of some stuff and go from there. Helps if I hit the right buttons, though, admittedly. I wish I could just, like, one button strip these. Why do I have that one? Nope. Nope. There we go. Okay. Now, you know what? I'm gonna leave that one because that's the same one she's got. +9 willpower. Okay. While I'm on here, I might as well double check what Dorian and Vivienne and Solus have. +2 willpower, magic, con. They can definitely use better constitution. And also, that is a really good combination with that particular staff end thing there. +2 magic, +3 willpower. That works. And then +3 con. He already gets +5 con from that particular staff. So I can give him +2 cunning or +5 cunning. I like that one. Yeah, that works for me. We'll go with that. Then again, Dorian of all my characters needs the fucking Constitution score. Tirita staff can't equip anything. And then Solus. What does Solus have? Sunless staff, right. 5 cunning, 3 con. Or I can give him 7 con. Five cunning. That is probably as good as it's gonna get. Yeah, we'll go with that. Cool. Alright. I have a bunch of staves to sell. 1 to store. Store both of those. Cause I like them. Not really because they're gonna be useful. Are they? Are they worth keeping? They're probably not worth keeping. Verdict. This blade was at every execution in the reign of Antivan King Guomar the Younger, who personally decapitated those he decreed guilty, claiming a maker-granted right as judge and executioner. When the Antivan crows Callisto de Bastion killed him, the sword was on display until stolen by an unknown party. And then it ends up at the Inquisition. Why? 5% extra damage for every enemy within 8 meters. That's why I liked that one. 174. Yeah, I don't need either of these, so we're gonna get rid of them. Keep that one. Get rid of that one. And that one. And that one. And that one. And that one. Okay, cool. So I'm going to sell all of those things. I'm going to save really quick so that my game doesn't crash when I do that. And then I'm going to just throw all of my upgrades into the fucking storage chest. Along with the, like, 2 weapons that I'm keeping because I don't have the level for them. 3 weapons. Upgrades. Na 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 na. Okay, cool. Done for now. Ba-do, ba-do. Okay. Going to save real quick. I didn't change this, but I decided not to because the thrones are ugly as hell. I think what we're going to do today is finish up in the hinterlands.
Influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment. Where you will sit in judgment.
Wait, what?
Who will I be judging exactly? Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial
I feel like this is giving
encounter.
Tali entirely too much power. One of the ones, like, this is one of those choices where I'm almost always like, I kill enough people as it is. Why are you putting this on me? Because that is the way most of my Inquisitors would respond to that. But also, at this point, Tali's like, I started by chasing Darkspawn out of my mines, and then I went to the Carta. This is a much nicer way to do that.
Still more
But
lies
also,
in my hands.
yikes.
You are a beacon of law, Inquisitor, as others retreat from responsibility. But this needn't be bloody. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice
Great.
has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Isn't responsibility fun?
Is there anyone I should judge? Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
Is this gonna be Knight Captain Denham? Let's find out. Who?
This was a surprise.
Whomst.
After you return from the bogs, we discovered this man attacking the building with
Oh, this guy.
goat.
I forgot about.
Movran the Undead.
I forgot when
He's
that
been
should happen,
slighted
I
by the
suppose.
killing of his Avar tribesmen, who repeatedly attacked you first. What should we do with him? Where should he go?
That's a good question. With a goat?
You answered the death of your clan with a goat?
A courtroom? Unnecessary. You killed my idiot son, and I answered, as is my custom, by smacking your holdings with goat's blood.
Okay.
Don't look at me.
No foul. You meant to murder Tevinters, but got feisty with your Inquisition. A red-headed mother guarantees a brat. Do as you've earned, Inquisitor.
A red-headed mother guarantees a brat. Oh boy.
My remaining boys have
I feel like
brains still in
Tali
their
is just
heads.
immediately offended for the potential of that because of Harding and Liliana and Dagna and just like, excuse me. So, um, drive them out of my lands. That sounds totally unfair since he clearly does not care to continue um, making trouble for the Inquisition. He kind of went, I mean, my kid caused you some problems and we got this custom, so I did the custom, but you did your job. I don't care. Um, a gibbet is like you're just literally humiliating him, and there's no point to that. I always really liked Armin exile him to Tevinter.
It seems our conflict was accidental, Chief Movran, but it can't be repeated. I banish you and your clan, with as many weapons as you can carry, to Tevinter.
My idiot boy got us something after all.
Like, it sounds good from the Inquisition side, and also listen to him respond. He's like, fuck yeah, we get to beat on the Vince. Great. I love that one. And you get a war table mission later.
Knight Captain Denham.
There we go.
He awaits judgment for serving the
That's
Lord
what I was
Seeker of
expecting.
Therenfall Redoubt. I knew some of the knights.
Surprise,
who
it's
died
Cullen.
there. I asked to oversee his sentencing. The Envy Demon perhaps fooled the Knight Captain, but following his superior's orders nearly destroyed the Templars.
I hope the Knight Captain is lucid enough to understand what he's done.
I only did as I was told.
Yeah, now see, that's not helping your
Knowingly
case.
or not, you condemned your brothers and sisters to death.
I did
would
what
have
I
done the
was
same
told.
if you
I was
hadn't
just
abandoned
following
the order.
orders. Fight me,
I
asshole.
served faithfully. It went red after what the Lord Seeker told me to do.
Okay, well. So, alright. I have, traditionally, he's exiled. Which is... I forget exactly where, but there's a reason that's a history, option. Let the Templars judge him is another thing, which is, not entirely a bad one, because like, you signed up for this, bro. Congratulations, now you get to deal with the consequences that you should fucking know are coming. Question and then jail him requires me to actually want him to be locked up under Skyhold, and then I forget that the prison is there, so I never, like, there's no point to me doing that. I, as a person, really hate the idea of prison. Like, there's no point to it. All you're doing is, like, locking someone up and not generally helping. Like, and certainly there's no, like, congratulations, we're rehabilitating you in fucking Skyhold. And also, I'm now just kind of like thinking about what happens to Skyhold's jail at the end of the game when, spoilers, Corypheus makes the fucking mountain explode under you. I'm pretty sure they just straight up die. So that's not a good thing. Conscription, I don't really like that one because conscription means that I would have someone like him in my ranks, and frankly, fuck that. Um, so I'm a little torn here. I can let the Templars judge him, which he signed up for, or I can exile him. I don't dislike either one of those, really. The last time I let the Templar time I think I'm like I haven't heard the exile one, so part of me wants to hear it, but also at the same time I am very much more, bro, you signed up for this. You get to deal with the consequences that the Templars give you. So I'm gonna do that.
I didn't suffer at your hands. That was your knights in the Templar Order. Let the remaining Templars judge the man who failed them.
Damn right.
The penalty will be death. They can't. Not after what I've seen.
Too bad. Alright, now here's the other thing. Now I want to know what exile would have been. Knight Captain Denham. Where do we go here? Excuse me, sorry. I think I have... Do I have one more? I do not have one more. It's glitching at me. Okay. Now it's gone. Alright, cool. We're gonna save again. What does this give me? This is gonna drive me crazy. Knight Captain Denham. Exiled to the Sea of Ash. That's interesting. Let's see if I can find out anything about the Sea of Ash. Now that's interesting. So this is bringing me to a Seekers of Truth wiki page from the Dragon Age wiki. Oh no, ad, go away. Go away. Please? No? Okay. Traditionally, Seeker officers who failed their troops in their duties were exiled to the Sea of Ash, a volcanic wasteland on the southwestern edge of Orlais. I mean, he's not a Seeker, but fair. Interesting. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Yep. Okay. That's all I can find on it. Interesting. Anyway. I was trying to save. Good morning, alien. You have missed a couple of conversations, and me ranting about dwarves and lyrium. But absolutely nothing for plot, because I just got to Skyhold. Like, at the very end of the last stream, so... And I think what we're going to do from here... Exile means he probably becomes a bandit or bothers other people, so all you do is make him not your problem anymore. Like, unless specifically exile to a penal colony, which is another jail, pretty useless and not rehabilitation. Yeah, the challenge that I have with all of the sit and judgment things is that there's no such thing as rehabilitation in Dragon Age Inquisition. You don't get the ability to make that happen no matter what you do. The Sea of Ash, and like I said, what I just read is all the detail I can find on it. It is a wasteland in southwestern Orlais. That's it. So... Okay. I'm gonna ignore the things that say resources. Rumors of Maleficarum. He'd probably starve, probably. So, again, he's gonna straight up die. Like... You know, I would rather have it be something that is, you know, intentional and probably quicker and less gross and specializations. There we go. Give me the specializations. Cullen, find my people. Wait, I don't approve. Hang on, what? I can ensure instruction for the legions who want to join, but can we expect the Inquisitor to remain a leader while training with a subordinate? She is a figure of inspiration and should rightly be one of aspiration. Promoting a specialist from within the ranks seems lacking. With due respect to our people, the needs of the Herald are so specific, I recommend looking outside for the best combat specialists to be found, regardless of their affiliation. Sir Morris Quartermaster. That's why he doesn't approve, because it says regardless of their affiliation at the end there. I don't approve, but that's irrelevant. You will have the best. So if you don't approve, Cullen, you step in and offer to train the Inquisitor, or hush. Yeah, let's go Dorian's request here. Now that you're in... Oh. Yes, hi MH. It is Wednesday. I am streaming Monday and Wednesday and Friday. From now on, because I have a class that's Tuesdays and Thursdays. So... Good morning, surprise. Or good evening where you are. Now that you're in charge, there's something I thought I'd bring up. There are Venatori mages out there, lurking in the wilderness. This comes as no surprise to you, since you can't swing a dead cat without hitting one of Corypheus's minions, but these particular Venatori have additional significance to myself. For one, I know them personally. I would call them friends, except that would imply that I didn't want them dead, which I do. Since I have an idea of where they might be, thanks to an investigation I began before coming south, I thought we could put our heads together and track them down. At which point, they would sneer something at you in Tevinter, and you would be forced to kill them. Which makes everyone happy. You for eliminating a potential threat, me for eliminating men and women too stupid and short-sighted to be permitted continued breath. They would be less happy, but who cares about them? Up to you, my Lady Inquisitor. Dorian. I love that. Hooray! Witcher 3 with a functional controller. Words are hard today. Former Templars, skilled at hunting mages, can send them to follow Dorian's leads. Sneaky sneaky. Or... talk to everyone and bribe them to give us information. I don't like Josephine's answer there. Sneaky sneaky. Former Templars. Sneaky Templar. Sneaky Templar. For once, I think I'm gonna go Cullen.
To work?
How do I do this PlayStation couch gaming thingy with subs? Carefully, mostly. I admittedly, I do have my stream dashboard up on my MacBook, so if something is too small, I can usually just look at the smaller screen and be like, wait, what does that say? But, there's a large enough TV I can manage. Oh, hang on. This is reconstructing Haven. I definitely like Cullen's answer better, because give the people the chance to mourn in their own way. Gaynor is Amara's friendship. This is gonna be Josephine. Yep.
Inquisitor?
Business with the Carta. Probably Leliana. Kadash, a friend of a friend, says the Inquisition wants to know who's buying lyrium. Well, it's your lucky day, Duster. We just got a deal set up on the Storm Coast to make a trade. Lantos. I can plant an agent with the Carta and follow the buyer back to their lair. The Comte of Jader... No. Honey, no. Honey. We can put soldiers in place to ambush the buyers. No. We're gonna go with Leliana. Hooray! Okay. Next thing. Technically, I should be going to Crestwood. Or, no, that's plot shit, because that's Valrayo. That's Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts. We are not there yet. Investigate the western approach. So, Crestwood, western approach. However, I've only got so much time. I've got max an hour and a half, I will say. Because I'm not going to be stupid and go past 1 o'clock like I did on Monday. I really want to go dragon hunting. So I think I'm going to finish up in the hinterlands and then come back to the war table and go to Crestwood. I can't wait to get paid. I can order my tablet. And then I can make those emotes. Gonna be great. Oh, right. I have to talk to the specialists first. Goodness. To the champion guy. I have talked to... That means that the lady in the elven armor must be a reaver. Because I honestly don't remember. I was a reaver with Miriam, my human woman. So let's talk to these new folk, wherever they went. Wait a minute. The specialists for warriors are up on the fucking ramparts, aren't they? That makes so much more sense.
What? Assassins? Templars? Mages? Magisters?
No, one of them.
Sisters? Nobles? Merchants? Commission men?
Elves, you twit.
Is that
Dick.
it? Human.
Ugh. Oh, I should check in with Horsemaster Denham here. I mean, not Denham, Dennett. Denham is the
Our mounts have
douchey
never had better.
Templar.
Feels good to be back at work, Inquisition. And lucky you have me.
I love that he just calls your Inquisitor Inquisition.
Many animals, but I'll make do with your little fortress.
How are the horses?
How are your charges? Well supplied?
Surprisingly well. Not many could feed these people, let alone their mounts. Makes me wonder what you're capable of.
Thank Josephine for that. She's the one trying to figure out where all the coin goes.
Elena's minding the farms. Sienna's still running her full races. Wouldn't be fair to drag them up here. I miss them. But someone has to save the world.
Thank you.
Farewell.
I'm gonna buy a bunch of horses. And etc. 17,998. I should be able to afford literally everything that he has. Yeah, I can afford everything that he currently has, that's for sure. That's it. Okay. So I can at least have, you know, not the regular horses, necessarily. Is there anything interesting here? Not really. I lied. That is very interesting, actually. It's an axe. Level 21, though. That's going to be, like, end of game levels. 41% critical damage bonus on top of 245 area of effect damage. Plus 20% damage bonus, but double damage from all sources. Oof. And... oh no, I didn't want to do that! Shit! I was not trying to buy that. Okay, there we go. I'm like, did it? No, it does let you just resell it if you just scroll to the correct screen. So, it's back, we're good. I got my 11,110 gold back. I'm just so used to Origins where you have to scroll to the sell back screen. That is a pretty excellent bow, though. Like... 17 dex, 2% chance to use Shield Bash by a rogue. Crit damage. That's... ooh, this one's one with history! One of the most famous elven heroes of the Tower's Age was Wena de Ladia of Navarra, descendant of the last Emerald Knights who guarded the Dales. She took up her grandfather's bow during the Third Blight, inspiring the Thedosian armies with her beauty and skill. Afterward, Wena fell afoul of Free March's rulers when her name launched alienage revolts. She fled criminal accusations into obscurity, but her legend survives among city elves. Yeah, Alien, that's the thing about a lot of stuff that they do in Dragon Age. You have the ability to just deck someone with an ability that you shouldn't have in your class sometimes. So that's the thing that comes up when you make masterworks, and I really like it. Also, MH, I am somewhat entertained that you decided that you much prefer a controller, because this is why I am a console gamer. Because, one, I do not have a gaming computer currently, and two, I want my controller. I don't want to deal with keyboard and mouse. I don't want to deal with all that shit. So I'm glad you have found something that works for you, but also I'm really entertained that it's literally the entire reason I'm a console gamer. Speaking of Keyboard is to right, gamepad is to game, as the name says. Yes, that is how that works. What even the fuck is this? What? And this is just armor? I can make better, bro. Okay. But yeah, so I was talking on Discord last night on, as a matter of fact, Alien on the Sayuki server, and a couple of folks there were like talking about Fire Emblem, and I was like, I want to do Fire Emblem, but also it's gonna fucking destroy me. So I may end up picking up Fire Emblem, and that might be something that I start streaming on Fridays once I get a capture card. Alright, so I'm gonna talk to all of these people, even though I know what I'm gonna do. She is an elf. I didn't see the ears. I saw the armor, and I was like, I'm pretty sure she's an elf, but man.
Let's look at you. Right, you'll survive it. Maybe.
I'm a dwarf. I'll survive anything.
I'm a breaker. My name is Thram, and I was not expecting a messenger from this place. The Inquisitor wants to be a reaver.
I mean, not really. I just want to talk to you.
It's a name. It serves. You will become a reaver, or you will break. This is not a road for those who worry about what others think. You want power? Admit it. You've battles to win.
I love how insanely dusty Tali gets just running around Skyhold. Look at all of the mud that she is coated in up to her waist. That's hilarious. Have to catch up later. I admit I'm curious about Fire Emblem after half a year of memes. Okay, so yes.
Dragons are involved.
Admittedly, so I watched Shadow Temple, who is another streamer. He's part of Zeldaphone, and he has a really amazing voice. He's got a wonderful speaking voice, but he does voices when he's gaming in, you know, games that don't have established voices for characters. So I was specifically watching him stream Fire Emblem to listen to him voice these characters. So I don't really know an awful lot about the plot, but I learned a lot about the characters. And I just... Man, some of those characters I'm like, I really kind of want this game. But I suck at strategy games so much. Like, I'm really bad at strategy games. Like, Type 0 is like a super low-key strategy game, Final Fantasy style. Like, it's not Final Fantasy Tactics, but Type 0 or Type Null is very... It is definitely a strategy game, but it's not... Like, it's not as hardcore. If you lose, you have lost that character like Fire Emblem, and it's not as heavy as Final Fantasy Tactics, but the plot is also gonna punch you in the face 5 times as much as Final Fantasy Tactics. I love that game. I am the worst at that game. Oh my god, I suck at that game so much. Like, I played on whatever the casual or easy difficulty is, and I had to redo so many of the battles. It didn't... I suck at it. I suck at it. I suck at it. And then, worse yet, even with, like, the strategy that goes into Dragon Age, I completely ignore it sometimes, because I'm like... I don't wanna... I want my favorite characters in my party. I don't really care how effective they are sometimes. I mean, with Inquisition, it's a little bit less that, because I've heard like 90% of the banter, so I am more willing to swap out my party. But in Origins, I'm like, no, I want Alistair in my party all the time. Fuck you. Also, I want the dog in my party at all times. Fuck you. Now I have 2 warriors. Great. Type 0, new Type 0 existed, but never knew this playstyle or plot. Yeah, it is a strategy game. It is It's bizarre. It's like turn-based strategy, but not as large scale as I get the impression Fire Emblem is.
But you are your own authority. You already lead, and I dare say your current
And
task has enough
again,
vision.
the plot is basically like, take Final Fantasy VIII and make it 8,000 times more depressing. You have a bunch of characters at a military school. The setting itself and the way they handle death in the game will make you fucking cry.
You mean a literal standard?
But
Something
like,
to raise or the fears
partly
that
because
come
of that, I
back
find the
to
game
let
itself
it win.
really rewarding because it's just, oh my god, everything is so sad. Everything is so sad. And it just, this is part of the reason I want to stream this game. Which I will do once I have a capture card. Because I refuse to be unable to, like, the VODs will not work, because of the fact that there are blocked scenes on PS4, but I can at least stream them.
And they can be useful, but those titles carry a certain
I tried to stream them
Chevaliers are generally pricked.
a few months ago when I actually ended up starting Assassin's Creed Unity. I checked out Type Null and 15, and it
All right, Lord Chancellor. I'm
both
ready
of them
to
have blocked scenes that are really kind of crucial to the plot.
Mere formality.
So
There's a process. A few shows
I
of ability
don't
to
want to
start
stream
with,
those
but you'll take to it just
from my
fine.
PS4,
Remember,
where those scenes will be
good
blocked.
to be champion.
But yeah, Fire Emblem, I watched Shadow stream it, and like I said, I processed the voices. I didn't really get the plot that way, though. So now I'm like, I'm looking at this game and going, cool,
Herald,
I'm a martial
I hear you
arts
wish training, so
instructor.
you don't embarrass those sworn to you. I'm summoned to offer instruction
And
in the physical aspect of the Templar. I'm Sir.
one of the
what?
one of the things that ended up
Our time is brief, Herald. I trust you are serious.
Very well, sir. Call me Inquisitor.
sorry,
I don't instruct from below.
had
nor
to
from
sass.
nor am
I
a
am
member of the
required to
Templar
sass.
Order.
My only Fire Emblem knowledge is
Faith
Smash
is
Brothers
not
and
where
1
Templar
GBA game
come
and
from.
memes.
Faith
That
not
is
Templar
relatable.
view.
That is relatable. I have that plus the
I
one
teach
stream.
not to deny
Um,
values, not fight.
but he also streamed the entire game.
That lies in Lyrium.
But
You will
it did kind of make me go, oh, okay, so I'm gonna like this character and I'm gonna hate that one. That's about right. But
My people are resistant to lyrium. I won't have a problem.
oh,
That mistake has killed more of you than I care to count. There is a difference between exposure and infusion. Rely on what
interesting.
you will. We are all invincible before the pain.
I wanted to know where they were gonna go with that with a dwarf. That's very interesting. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna have to write some stuff. Anyway, the Fire Emblem thing,
What is it
like
that I will endure?
the way I look at that game right now is like
There is something you don't know you possess. Becoming
there's
Templar will
a
make you keenly aware. You will feel empowered.
that particular game. One of the things that got pointed out during Shadow's stream was that they're all doing like fucking
Order fights it with brother.
uh
I don't know what a herald
like
has.
you become the teacher and all of your students are like your age. And like Shadow was like, that's kind of weird, and I didn't think about it at the time, but that's also my job. Some of my students are like 5-year-olds, and some of my students are my age, and some of my students are a lot older than me. So like weird in my head because it doesn't matter if you know what you're doing for fighting and shit, like
This filter.
yeah,
Describe it.
of course
Simple bond.
the
Or an ornate one.
instructor can be any age.
Depends on what
You know, we've got a black belt at work who is 15. We've got some black belts who are older. I'm 27, you know, and we're all working together.
All right. Tell me what the benefits are.
But between the fact that
serve man.
you're doing all of the physical instruction, like that's gonna destroy me. This is gonna be really close to home for me, and I now am aware of this, and I was talking with a couple of folks on Discord last night, going, oh no, this is gonna be real close for me, isn't it? This is the thing that's gonna happen. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. And then, you know, obviously not even going into like which character I'm gonna like more or whatever. So I'm gonna end up getting Fire Emblem Three Houses at some point. Oh my God. I actually have. All right, hang on. Let me look at this for a second. My plan is to actually stream that. Oh my God, you know what? I have everything except for the book. I already have the broken filters and Embrium to create the filter. I just don't have the book. This is amazing. The memes are so much, I don't know which names are ship names and which are actual character names for Three Houses. I haven't actually seen a lot of the ship memes, so I know which ones are characters. But so I like I said, I can't even come up with any ship names that I might have seen. So like, you know, I know that there is, you know, Lawrence, and it's spelled like Lorenzo without the O for some reason. I'm assuming that Cullen does not have the Templar book. Is it up? Oh God, is it up in his like bedroom over his office? I'm climbing the ladder to Cullen's bedroom where there's no roof. Look at that fucking roof. It's a good thing he's from Ferelden, because he will never freeze. Also potentially a good thing that he was a Templar, because implications that Templars run hot because, you know, lyrium. Where do I find a book on Templars? Cassandra. Cassandra is the one that counts as a Templar, even though she's a Seeker. Okay. Yes, you are correct. Those are the two character names. Adeleth is Byleth and Edelgard. Or Edelgard, depending on who you ask. Like, I always read that name and go, German, Edelgard. But I think Shadow pronounced it Edelgard.
The thing was filled to the brim with daggers.
Dagger barrel!
I know someone took it right off my belt, but I can't recall who.
I'll talk to Cole some other time. Right now I need to find Cassandra and see if she has a book on Templars sitting next to her for some reason. And then go talk to my quartermaster.
Stefan finally died. It was a blessing, really. He's been in so much pain since Haven. He was out of his mind at the end. He smiled, said he smelled his mother's turnip stew, and slipped away.
Eh. Book. Book. No book. Cassandra doesn't really have quarters, but she sleeps in the armory, so maybe the book will be upstairs of the armory. Because usually the book on the specialization that you want will be with the character in your party who has that specialization, which is why my brain was like, Cullen was a Templar. There we go. There's the book. Found it. Can't remember where the thing went, go ask Cole. He probably has my car keys and forum passwords too. Accurate. Way of the Templar. So this is, I don't know if I've ever actually read this before. From a treatise on lyrium and its varied forms, Sir's words make one passage stand out. The means and usage employed by the Templar are far stronger than even the draughts of magi, or drafts of magi, and are of considerable danger to the uninitiated. It is not something that is introduced in gradual fashion. Rather, it is a great infusion that is daily held in check by ritual maintenance. An account. We entered the makeshift chantry, and my comrades-to-be were arranged as though an honor guard, the trainer waiting to receive me. I was invited to pass among them, and it seemed important that each step be my will. Any reluctance would have signaled that I was not ready. They were boisterous and encouraging, slapping hands upon my shoulders as I passed. Upon reaching the trainer, he turned to me. Before him was the boxed filter I had prepared. He nodded as if to ask if I was ready, and I returned the gesture. His eyes were solemn as he raised a mailed hand. It was bathed in the shapeless glow of lyrium, far too strong, prepared in a way I did not know. The hands of my fellows, still on my shoulders, gently turned from welcome to restraint, and my arms were made immobile at my sides. I felt a rising alarm, but my certainty beat it down, as it would many times in my career. The trainer pressed the glow against my chest, and in an instant all was pain and white. When next I had my senses, there was much camaraderie and rejoicing, but also knowing looks. Each day I felt a hunger deeper than I had ever known, and woe be me if it went unfed. I cannot imagine bearing it without the support of the Order and my certain purpose. Several instructions for handling lyrium follow. I bet a dwarf wouldn't need the instructions for handling lyrium. However, as just was mentioned, my being a dwarf does not mean that the infusion is gonna suck less. It probably means that the infusion is gonna suck more because your skin is resistant, but your insides are probably not. So this is gonna be very interesting. I got some food for thought from that conversation.
Morris. Sir Morris, I suppose. I am serving as quartermaster for Skyhold and its arriving throngs.
That's a delicate way to put it.
And so long as we have fair coin to restock, you and yours will be well served.
I love this. I love this. What are your qualifications?
What makes you ideal for this position? It's an important one.
My family has ties to several freehold militias.
Okay.
As cousins acting
That's your family.
Ferelden and Orlais.
And your qualifications?
My family holds treaties with 3 new
That's
native interhouses.
also
and
your family.
A contract with a paragon namesake.
And your qualifications?
To be honest, your worship, that was my question.
Fair.
I am the nexus of a dozen threads tied by others, designed to cast the widest and most appealing resource net. But I will rise to the occasion. Skyhold will want for nothing. I swear it.
I can totally relate to this poor dude. Where's Quartermaster Thren? Not that I care.
Quartermaster survived Haven. Where is she?
She
I hate her so much.
had views. Has views. Perfectly legitimate ones if you share them, Inquisitor.
I certainly do
believe it
not
was
share
felt
them.
that your quartermaster should be more palatable now that the Inquisition is in Orlais. She continues to serve, just not at the fore.
You really don't have to be so nervous, my friend. Nervous
How's
cough.
it going? Do we have what we need?
Our capacity increases, as do our requests to suppliers. I've had to threaten some contracts. It was exhilarating.
Oh, honey. Honey.
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
Okay, so if you're here for me, you're gonna make me my filter, right? Because I have all of the ingredients already. I didn't think I was gonna have all of these ingredients, like, the second I got the specialists to Skyhold. I find it very interesting, though, that they... I might as well do this also. I find it very interesting that they decided that one of the things that they were going to do was they were going to literally make the Templar path the easy one to choose. Like, the way of the champion takes some fucking effort, man. I've done the Reaver one, I've done the champion one. The Reaver one, the Dragonblood distillation... and here we go. I can't read that on my TV screen, but I can read it on my computer. 20 Rashvine, 3 Infusion Primer, and 1 Way of the Reaver. The Infusion Primers come from certain enemies. So, you know, you have to find those enemies. And they're not as common as Templars who will drop their broken filters. Good old Rashvine. Ask Dorian. Dorian's got a line in Trespasser that's just basically, you know, bitching about, you know, it's this terrible weed and it gives you a rash no matter how you handle it. So naturally, everyone in Tevinter insists it makes a very decent tea. And like, I always interpreted that as either it's one of those things that like if you handle it wrong it'll give you a rash or something, or like you have to prepare it a certain way to make it safe. And someone on Tumblr pointed out that that just probably means Dorian's allergic to it, and I went, oh. But yeah, the dragon blood distillation is much easier than the champion standard, because the dragon's blood distillation is just you have to fight these specific kinds of enemies 3 times or enough for them to drop 3 infusion primers. Now go find the book that's sitting next to Bull. Go. Also 20 rash fine. The champion standard is 10 Viridium, which isn't too bad. 3 heraldic symbols in one way of the champion. The heraldic symbols come from you hunting down 3 very specific individuals out in the world. So I think there's one in the Exalted Plains, one in maybe the Emerald Graves, and one in the Hinterlands, I think. I'm not sure about the Hinterlands, but like you have to go hunt these dudes down, and they have like they are high level. They have seconds, so they've got a party with them also. These guys are champions. You are taking heraldic symbols from other champions. That one was fucking hard, but it was also rewarding as hell. The Templar one, like, I already have all the stuff, and I didn't remember what all of the stuff was. All I had to do was go get a book from Cassandra's quote-unquote bedroom upstairs in the armory. Like, this is the easy way. Oh my god. Common name being Vashvine makes me think it's the equivalent of Poison Ivy, Oak, and Sumac. That was what I figured. Pretty sure nobody makes tea of them on purpose. Yeah, that was my reasoning also. Templar lyrium filter. Everything a Templar needs to craft their own infusions of lyrium, without which, of course, a Templar is left without any magical ability. It is said that over the years, a Templar develops an acute addiction to lyrium to the point that depriving them of it can drive them mad, a risk not to be taken lightly, and none do. It has taken me until my 9th Inquisitor to actually do this. I am not taking this lightly either. But now I have, like, a character backstory to explain away my Templar.
The juice is attracting flies. There are spiders everywhere. The plums were right in front of me, but can't quite recall who took them.
Always stop to eavesdrop on the things that Cole has done. Would I play Origins or replay Inquisition? Both. So the thing that has been happening, I restarted my I started up Origins again, but I have very limited time on consoles, and I've been streaming Inquisition, and I have more plans for Inquisition, so I came back to Inquisition. And I've been using all of my console time for Inquisition.
Remember, keep dear what you need.
I will always replay Inquisition, but I also have another playthrough of Origins planned, so it's not that I won't replay Origins, it's that I'm already streaming Inquisition and cannot currently stream Origins, so... because I need a capture card. So I just have been prioritizing the thing that I'm streaming. So, like, I really love both of them. Trade me as a Templar!
I am ready, sir.
There is a ritual. There is pain. After that, the rest is learning to take the punch. Welcome, Templar.
Yay! Now I get a whole bunch of weird random skills. Let's check out my ability tree because I just leveled. Oh wait, I can also get focused teamwork. Shit. I don't really have any focus skills right now except for opening rifts, so I'm gonna check out the Templar tree here. So I can dispel, Spell Purge is a dispel. And eventually, I believe one of the level ups for Spell Purge means that you can use it on demons as well as yes, magic using enemies as well as demons. There we go. Or area damage, 600% weapon damage. So that's fucking cool. I've had Cassandra in my party many, many times, but I've never actually checked out her abilities like the way they would work. I ran around and used Bull's abilities in order to figure out how to use Miriam as a Reaver. I never did that with Cassandra. So I'm gonna be... I know what Blessed Blades is, though. You get a damage bonus. Everyone in the party gets a damage bonus. Lights in the shadow, attacking enemies while you're affected by Blessed Blades reduces the cooldown times of Spell Purge and Wrath of Heaven. Wrath of Heaven is the really cool one. In their blood. Allies retain the effects of Blessed Blades for a short time after leaving the area of effect. We're going to start with Blessed Blades. Because I can. Sweet. Some of my characters already have their specializations. And some of them don't. It's probably because I've had certain characters in my party for like the entire game. Yeah, because Solus has his available, Vivienne has hers available, Sarah has hers. Okay. Alright, so that's an answer. Coolness. Okay, so let's go to the hinterlands, I guess. I'm bored of running around in Skyhold. I want to hunt a dragon. So we're gonna come back over here. We're gonna grab Sarah for sure. And Bull for sure, because he's my dragon hunter. And Solus, because this is a fire dragon. And we will need the healing and backup. Let's go! Dragon hunting time! And eventually I can actually, like, go fucking pick that shard back up on the way out, because there's a shard that I still haven't gotten. I think. Oh, no, you know what? I bet that was a red lyrium thing that I missed. Let's find out once the game loads. I can check my map. There we go. Okay. What did I miss? It is a shard. Okay. So that's probably the one up on the stupid rock formation that I hate trying to get. Oh, I need to put these back together here because I lost my shield bash when they gave me... Not shield bash. Shield bash? Payback strike. Map to battle menu. Put that back where it goes. Actually. Do I want Blessed Blades there, or do I want it... I think I want Blessed Blades on my primary, so I'll put that one there. And then put Charging Bull where that one was. And then put the Open a Rift thing where I always put it, which is here. I'm gonna save again because I don't want to lose my my redo of my battle menu there, because that is the worst. Okay, let's go fight a dragon. Let's go, guys! Y'all must be close to leveling anyway, so let's get you closer to leveling. And actually, if I'm smart, I will just fucking ride a horse.
Like dragon territory. Oh, this is gonna be good.
There's the dragon. Oh, I can't do that. 'Cause it thinks I'm in a battle. Nope. Oh, right. I can hold that one down to go further, can't I? Let's find out. Yeah, I fucking can. Beautiful. I can just fucking book it across the... That's beautiful. I can book it across the valley just by ouch. Just by using that one attack. That's great. Okay, does everybody have regeneration potions? I should have refilled Bull's regeneration potions, but that is acceptable. That was the one. Okay. I accidentally blessed blades. Oops. Why aren't I trying to fight the little dragons? Because they are a pain in the ass. All those do, if I fight them on the way in, is they give me the chance to reduce my health. And, I mean, I would get guard, I guess, but I can also immediately max out my guard by taunting the dragon. Fight me! It didn't work. I missed. Oh my god, Sarah's down already. Hell. Alright, it's fine. Hey, Solus. Do your magic bullshit, please. Bitch. There we go. I want to do this via your legs, because I am small. It is such a pain in the ass to try to fight a dragon as a warrior. Because you just get slammed around all the time. Ouch. Hey, bitch. No, come back. Come back here! Doesn't wanna. Yeah, set all the things on fire. I know what's coming. And then she's gonna land up here, and I can't do jack shit until she comes back down. Because you actually can't get up there. I've tried. Like, you get this far, and then you have to jump up, and you can't. Or you come over here, and you get this far, and you have to jump up, and you can't. There we go. Now she's on the ground. Fight me! Ouch. Alright, are you done flying around for a while? 'Cause I got a rift to open in your guts. I don't have focus to do that yet. This was dumb. That's fine. Clever of the designers to do that, but also mean. You mean the part where your warriors literally can't attack the dragon for a section of the fight? That thing? 'Cause, yeah. That annoys me so much. Hey, Bull, you're gonna use one of your regeneration potions right the fuck now. I'm gonna use Blessed Blades as often as I remember to do it. Yeah! Come back here! Alright, we're doing pretty good, actually. Halfway through the Ferelden Frostback's health, halfway through my health potions. So, could be doing better. Sarah is also gonna take a fucking regeneration potion right this second. And then she's gonna land up here and summon her babies. Where we can't get her. Pro tip, whenever a dragon screeches like that, There we go. The babies are coming. Where are they coming from? There's one. Hey, bitch. Fight me. Let's put down Blessed Blades right the fuck here. Alright, I walked out of it. That's acceptable. Yeah? Yeah? Here she comes! Fight me, bitch! Let's go! We're doing pretty good. I'm good with this. I like this. Fight me! No, I said fight, not bite. Okay. Ouch. Haha! Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought. We made you fall down. This is how I trash talk in video games, for the record. I don't actually, like, swear at things most of the time unless I'm being a silly person. I go, yeah? Yeah, we made you fall down because I'm a goofball. Alright, you're gonna take a potion fucking immediately. And you're gonna do another regeneration potion, and you're gonna do a regeneration potion because you're doing fine. And I should probably also have Sarah do a regeneration potion, but we have a dragon to chase. Wait. She's over there. Now she's coming up here. Yeah, okay. All the way up the hill. Aw, oh, man. Here come the babies again. Yeah, yeah, fight me. I have full guard. I didn't need to do that, but that's fine. Solus will be fine. Solus should get his ass up the hill. Ouch. Hey, bitch. Hey, bitch, come at me. Also, this is what happens when you have a level 12 party and a level 12 dragon, and you have a strategy that you use for, like, higher level dragons. I didn't fucking need it. But then again, I also have 2 warriors, so, like... Yeah! Dragon down! Okay, I wasn't expecting, like, random blood spots.
Yes. I'm alive. Really. Alive.
I'm glad you're super excited.
Now that is a fight.
Hooray! We did it! Claim the last landmark in the hinterlands. And now we go through and claim all of the stuff that is down the hill, because there is stuff that is down the hill. Bull, did you just take out a dragonling without any... Well, it didn't drop anything if you did, so that's fine. We're gonna continue walking where we were walking. Ba-da. Ba-da. Ba-ba. This might be stupid. I'm doing it anyway. I'm a warrior. I can soak the damage. Whee! Nice. Alright, so what's over here? What is over here? Elf fruit. I don't really need elf fruit, but I'm gonna get it anyway. There was stuff down the hill over here. I have this minor headcanon that all of this shit should connect over to the spot on the Storm Coast, where you've got your fucking the weird little, like, first of all, everything about the Storm Coast, but also the fucking the dwarven port there. Because if you look at, not the quest map, the world map, oh no, it wouldn't connect to the Storm Coast. God damn it, because the hinterlands are much further south than I ever remember them being. Shit. Storm Coast is way the fuck up there. I lied, never mind. I know how to read a map. Belt of Electric Resistance, which we're gonna, like, insta-sell because it's useless. Elfroot! Give me the things. 162 gold. Okay. Now we can run back through the valley. Get that last shard. Get all of the stuff in the valley. Beat up on some dragonlings. Potentially get my characters to level if they didn't. They didn't yet. I can't believe that a fucking dragon did not bridge the gap between the amount of, Wow, two of them are glitching through each other there. That was interesting. Fight me! Yeah. I can't believe that killing a dragon didn't bridge the gap between the amount of experience points that Tali has and the ones that the party has. I'm shocked. I don't need Blood Lotus. At least not that much. There was stuff over here on the other side of, like, the fire. Firstly, this shit. Secondly, luckily this fire is cosmetic. Oh, there's a thing. A hastily scrawled note hung on a post. Stay away, too many beasts! Go home to your families and live! Oh. Hey, Solus. We're gonna come down here. Can you do me a thing? Oh, I forgot to fix his shitty armor. I gotta tint that. That looks so gross.
Our people used to be here.
Cosmetic fire! It's true,
It's
though.
more true than you want to believe.
I bet, right? Who wants to think about stepping on dead elves?
Wow.
Elven Emahim.
Yeah, you felt that one.
Like, I love Sarah, and I love how irreverent she is, but also have some fucking respect for the dead, please. So, like, I'm with Solus on that one. That was kind of shitty. Yeah, there's so much banter, and you're probably not going to hear much of the shit between Solus and Sarah unless I am hunting dragons, because I don't put them in the party at the same time, because they're just sniping at each other, and most of it isn't super funny. Except for the one point at which Solus gets back at her. Because, like, she just starts a prank war, and at one point he's just like, oh yeah? Alright. Gets her back one time, and that's the end of it. It's great. Solus may not want to start the prank war, but he knows how to fucking end it. He's pretty much Elven Loki, so, like, of course he fucking knows. Now I'm curious. Hold that thought. Because once we zip back through here, I will have a minute and I can look it up for you. Unless, of course, you would rather just wait to potentially hear it, but I don't know that that's for sure going to happen. So I can just look that up and read it at you if you'd like. Dragon blood, which I don't need. Oh look, a thing. Dragonling scales. which is very helpful actually, because it means I can craft better armor from my rogues. Yay! Okay, so now that I'm thinking about the Templar ability that I just purchased for Tali with an ability point, does Blessed Blades function effectively like a rune? Like, does it give you plus 15%, you know, damage, like a cleansing rune? Does it give you plus 15% damage against demons? Or is it just, in general, 15% more damage than you were doing before? And at that point, is it specifically one type of damage, or is it the type of damage automatically that your weapon has? Gaming on TV didn't actually tire my eyes. I am glad. I am also unsurprised, because that's a thing. That is a very good reason to console game. Because you're not like super close to the monitor, and that's part of the reason I think TV and consoles gained such traction in the US, because you know the fatigue thing will set in no matter how good or how bad your eyes are. That's gonna happen. It's gonna suck. Also, without really focusing, I got that shard on the second try this time. So that's a thing. Yay, we're done with the hinterlands! Get me out of here. No. No, Dragonling, I'm not dealing with you. Fine, if you're gonna follow me back to my camp, I will deal with your ass. Actually. Where are my characters? How close are y'all to leveling? Not as close as I hoped. Just gotta learn aiming. Yeah, that can be tough, depending on what the game requires for aiming. Because, like, so, for example, I went from, I started playing Resident Evil 4 at a friend's house. So, Resident Evil 4, she had for the Wii. And, it is pretty self-explanatory with a Wiimote. Like, you aim at the TV, and the fucking the sensor bar really does the rest. If the sensor bar is calibrated correctly, it does the work for you. So you just end up aiming at a spot on the TV, and it's really, really simple. She also had the gun Wiimote holder thing, so it was like, oh, okay, so I'm literally at the television and shooting zombies that way. And then I got it for PS2, and it was different. Hang on, PS2? Hang on. Now I'm like, what actual... That's not what I wanted. I wanted to go journal. What actual thing do I have this for? I have 6 for 360. I have Operation Raccoon City. I have Resident Evil 4 for the PS2. I was right. So, like, going from, yeah, I can just literally aim at the television with the item in my hand, to going, oh wait, fuck, I have to aim with an analog stick. I have to aim with both of the analog sticks. Oh no, fuck. That was a challenge. My first playthrough of Resident Evil 4 at home was challenging. Can't aim to save my life. I avoid anything that requires precise aiming. Okay, well, see, the thing about that, Alien, I'm gonna be streaming Resident Evil games once I get a capture card, so that I can, stream the games that I have. Because none of them are on PS4. I didn't realize that until I went to try to grab them for October, but none of them are on PS4. So yeah, those you'll see them. You'll see them under her skin. Oh, that was Val Royeaux. That's what we're gonna end with. We're gonna go to Val Royeaux. Yeah. The hinterlands. I probably have. I don't have Philanderous, I don't think, so I don't think I can do that one. Let's check my inventory for sure. Crafting materials, herbs and shit. I do not, in fact, have Philanderous. So, let's go. Who do I want to bring to Val Royeaux? I certainly don't want to bring Sarah. Now here's my problem. I want to bring everyone to Val Royeaux because I know how this next part goes, and it's interesting. Like, this part, this whole thing with Calpurnia is a good reason to side with the Templars, even if you're not a fan of that particular mission. So I'm going to bring Varric for sure. I think I want to bring Bull and Dorian. That sounds like a good party. Alright. Now we can go to Val Royeaux. I'm going to level Dorian. Ha ha! Suddenly I have Necromancer. Horror. Let's go with that one. Cousins used to use me and my terrible aim as a handicap to make their GoldenEye multiplayer more interesting. Oh no. Oh, that sounds like something my sibling would have done if we had anything like that. We did not. My sibling and I weren't allowed video games growing up. So the first game console in this house was when I turned 16 and decided to buy a PS2 with my own money. That was it. Meaning whoever had me on their team and still managed to win was actually a good player. Yeah. Yeah, that is definitely something that my sibling would have done if we had had video games growing up. Because they're 5.5 years older than me, so, like, anything that they would have been good at, I would not have been at the time. But, yeah. Okay. So let's find Vicinius. This is gotta be hands down the best part of playing Champions of the Just and siding with Templars. This is the most interesting part. By which I mean it's super fucked up and it's interesting. So we're gonna come over here and we're gonna go through the door. Travel to Vicinius's home. Which one is more frequent? Quite regularly or very often? Those are effectively two different ways to say almost exactly the same thing. Regularly might imply a more consistent thing, like it happens regularly, so it happens like every day or every 3 hours or every week. Whereas often just implies that it happens a lot, not necessarily on a regular basis. One must be the hard difficulty and normal one. I don't understand. Letter to a slaver. Jaeger, cancel that order for more field workers. Get me scribes, library slaves, the smartest you can find. They have to be able to read and write. Former runaways are fine, so long as they were clever about it. This Venatori leader, Calpurnia, is paying a fortune for our best and brightest stock, delivered to her personally. Don't ask me why. One thing. Don't send any with brands or whip marks. We had a couple branded slaves in the last shipment. Her people sent the couriers back with burns on their faces. They said Calpurnia doesn't take kindly to damaged stock. Strange tick for a magister, but her gold's good enough. Vicinius. They represent game difficulties. You mean quite regularly or very often? Like, was that a different question?
Sending her mistreated slaves.
Really? Most Intervinter wouldn't bother to care.
She was paying a fortune for literate slaves.
What? A horde of these Venatories not enough? Something's up. That sounds like recruiting to me.
It does sound like recruiting, doesn't it? This is why I brought Varric. I'm stunned that Bull hasn't said anything yet. Then again, I know what's coming. This one's heavy on Subsia. Well, you're missing interesting parts of Dragon Age, but enjoy your game. I know nothing about Heavy Rain. Have fun. Invoice for slaves. Shipment. 14 healthy males. Elf. 3 literate, former scribes and bookkeepers, set aside for C. 5 healthy males. Human. Deduct 20 from 1 for missing hand. 10 healthy females. Elf. 7 healthy females. Human. 2 literate, set aside for C. Payment. 350 sovereigns, paid in full, plus 150 sovereigns, down payment for next month's shipment. A note is scribbled below. Reserve more for next time. Lots of demand.
An invoice for a shipment of slaves.
Vicinius was selling more than rose oil then.
Shocker. Hey, asshole! Fight me! The Venatori beat us here. And Dorian's already down. That's a pain. Alright, let's Oh, Dorian. Darling. You suck at this. And Bull immediately goes down. That's great. Okay. I'm gonna revive Bull before we kill these bitches. Wait for Bull to get off his face. There we go. Now we can kill the bitches. Hooray! Gee, that's a lot of blood. Papers everywhere. Oh boy. Now this is where it gets interesting. So we're going to come over here into the corner first, because I'm an asshole. Charred Notebook. This charred notebook contains accounts, details of shipping routes, cargo manifests, and lists of contacts all shuffled together. The latest entry reads, remember, sees people arriving tomorrow to discuss new shipment. Must bring up incident with last courier being branded, losing profits to keep them quiet. Good customer, but she's bleeding me dry. Ask for compensation. Remember, find bottle of good Ghislaine red for meeting with Inquisitor. Should be memorable. Alright, well, that's not what I wanted, but that's fine. Now, here's the thing. You see where that says Vicinius' remains? You see how much blood's in the room? I don't think there's that much blood in one person. But even if there's not, it went pretty far. It went pretty far. They got candles. They got all of his shit is everywhere. Like, that was probably a bookcase that got knocked over.
That must have been Vicinius.
It seems the Venatori tired of following him.
Let's look around.
By which she means continue looking around. Now what? This is telling me there's one. Oh, is this one of the ones? Oh no, okay, it's in the corner. I was gonna say, is it downstairs?
The shattered crystal. Let's find the pieces.
This is one of the most interesting parts to me.
Here's another one.
The conclusion of this particular mission is really good.
The crystal's whole again, but hold on.
Lady Calpurnia, I had no intention.
I warned you of consequences should the slaves you bring me suffer in your care. Venatori, show him my displeasure.
No! Wait! Wait!
That's a dwarven memory crystal. The Shapered used them to store memories. Don't ask me how.
Dagna might know what to make of it.
Dagna might know, and then we can ask Volta several levels later. So yeah, stay tuned, because this is a really fun conversation coming up. And also, I don't have too much time here, so interesting thing. And then probably not much else. Because I do have work later. And I'm going to be smart today, unlike on Monday when I went like an hour over time. It wasn't the end of the world, but it wasn't my smartest decision. Okay. So now, wait. Oh, that does say Leliana. I looked at the mission thing on the heads-up display really fast, and I thought it said consult with Elendra, which is a mage you can go talk to in the hinterlands. I think I already recruited her with Leliana. I mean, with Vivienne, sorry. So we're gonna go back to Skyhold, and we're gonna talk to Leliana and Dagna. Well, we'll see what they have to say. I love this conversation. It's they went. I feel like they made up for how personal the mission doesn't feel with Champions of the Just with what they did with the follow-on, because Calpurnia feels very much more human. Like she is a much better villain to me, because Samson is like, he's so far gone. Like, he was a dick when you met him in Dragon Age 2, and then you talk to Cullen about him and he's like, I knew Samson. And you're like, alright, well, he was a douchebag. And now he's also helping fucking Corypheus. That's a problem. With Calpurnia, it's very different. And some of that will come up in this conversation, I think, so hold that thought. I have to run up and talk to Leliana really quick. Hi, Dorian. Bye, Dorian. Hit the research table on the way by. Literally walk into the research table because I wasn't watching where my Inquisitor was walking. Oops. Hey, Leliana! We found a dwarven sending crystal. Talk to me. Memory crystal, sorry.
Home yielded results. Before she became leader of the Venatori, Calpurnia was a slave from Minrathous.
Dun dun dun.
Even slaves with magic are treated unkindly in Tevinter. If Corypheus freed her, no wonder she follows him.
Congratulations. You have now made Calpurnia, who is Corypheus' second in command, a sympathetic villain.
Her old life must have been harsh if Corypheus seemed a better master.
Perhaps. Calpurnia has freed every slave she's purchased. Vicinius tracked his shipments. My agents will investigate. This may lead us to Calpurnia's lair. In the meantime,
Hooray!
speak to Dagna. The crystal you found on Vicinius fascinates her.
And this is also a really good scene. So let's go talk to Dagna right the fuck now. Hi, Solus. Bye, Solus. I love that you can't take damage in Skyhold because you can just do stupid shit like that and jump out of the balcony. More often than not, I landed on Solus's table. Dagna, Dagna! I found a thing! What did you find about the thing?
This is an amazing find, Inquisitor. The Shaperid in Orzammar had something like it.
Greetings to you too, Dagna.
They preserve voices, or a likeness, memories, you know? You don't know. Doesn't matter. The Venatori cracked it, but here...
These documents you found, Inquisitor. I've made interesting...
Hold that thought.
discoveries.
Have no fear of demons.
But the power will draw them unless you have wards against possession.
Once you have become the vessel, demons will be beneath your concern. Prepare as I have directed.
I shall, Elder One.
Sod it.
So that was interesting.
Sorry. The crystal couldn't take anymore. Wasn't meant for this.
Yeah, accurate. Solus, goddammit, Inquisitor, stop shortcutting through my study. Except, I feel like it would be less stop shortcutting through my study, because you do that anyway when you go down the stairs like a normal person, and more, ah, you dropped into my notes. Ah, please stop that. Ah.
That looked like Corypheus and Calpurnia.
It was a memory stored in the crystal.
No, that was vital information. Did you see Calpurnia's expression?
No.
Their alliance may be less than harmonious.
I mean, I feel like nobody could possibly be in a quote-unquote harmonious alliance with Corypheus, a literal Darkspawn Magister.
Corypheus said Calpurnia was going to be a vessel.
Excuse me,
a vessel
goodness.
for what?
They spoke of power and demons. But Calpurnia is already a Magister. Corypheus must have some other plan.
I mean, I think Liliana needs to talk to Dorian, because she's using the word Magister the way you would expect someone who doesn't know any Tevinters to use the word Magister, which Dorian gets out of the way literally the first time you talk to him. Anyway.
The crystal showed us Calpurnia hasn't bought into Corypheus's myth just yet.
Well,
Yet.
I'm no shaper, but I might be able to get it to remember new sounds.
Really? If we hid it among Calpurnia's belongings, imagine what we could learn.
Sounds good.
Ah, I can split it and keep half here. We could hear her speaking right then. It's not how they're supposed to work, and it'll probably break. As I said, I'm no shaper.
Inquisitor, Calpurnia's Venatori have been digging up elven ruins. Tracking them might lead us to her. If this crystal were placed in a lair, I cannot overstate the value of what we might learn.
I know! Now see, why not just attack her is a slightly dumb question, but Tali is a dwarf, not familiar with magic, and would probably be like, or we could do the direct route. We can sneak, if we can sneak a crystal in, why can't we sneak in some of your spies, distract her, and then murder her? That would be a really that would be a way to shortcut this whole thing.
Why not attack Calpurnia head on?
You attract attention, Inquisitor.
What are you saying?
Coming. A single agent may slip in and out without notice. This crystal may yield great rewards.
Fair enough.
Dagna, do whatever it takes to get that crystal ready.
Right.
Hooray!
There's a rift growing between Corypheus and Calpurnia. We must exploit it.
I'll have the crystal ready soon. I think. Let me find the Quicksilver.
Yay! Plant Crystal Inventory Headquarters operation available. So we're gonna zip right into the war room and make that happen. As soon as I tint Solus's armor, because it is the ugliest thing ever. I have to fix this. Cloth 1, tint. What does this do? That is specifically that one corner, so I can waste my high everweave. Or I can... Oh, I actually have less ring velvet, but ring velvet is really obtainable, so I'm not going to waste the high everweave anyway. Ring velvet I really only use for color most of the time, so... Because it's like, this provides electrical resistance, or like level 2 armor, or something silly like that. Ooh, I got stuff and something I can sell. Someone was missing a ring, so I'm going to leave that one. Reinforced scout coat. They have better. Heavy Orlesian army armor. Cassandra's literally the only one that can use that. Cassandra and Blackwall, and there's no point. 126. Do they actually have better than that? I think they do. Yeah, if Sarah's got 234, Cole is probably at 200 and ditto Varric? Yes. And yes. Okay, get rid of that. Cool. What did I... Oh, I found some shit. Alright, I see. Let's find out what I found. Starting with... That is not... I don't need that. And then... That's gonna go to Solus. He can't equip it yet. But that's gonna... We're gonna strip that and throw it in storage. Raider Bow 105. I already have one of those in storage with the same stats. So we're gonna come over here, strip that staff, throw both the staff and its upgrades into the thing. Storage chest, that thing. Words are hard. Cool. Hooray! Now we're gonna zip to the war table. Get this one started. I don't remember if this is one of those missions where it's like, congratulations, this is going to take no time so that you can do this mission right now. Or if it's one of those that's like, alright, this mission is going to take 21 hours. By which point I will have plenty to do on Friday. So, let's find out. Into the war room we go. I gotta get started in Crestwood on Friday anyway, so this just means that Friday might be full of plot. So, that's done. Nightingale followed our friend to a cove. Small to Vinter ship at anchor. Dozen fewer Venatori to worry about now. Sending you their compliments. Taylor. Yay, we got a great sword grip. Gain Orzamar's friendship. Josephine did her thing. Orzammar has pledged to our cause some of the most formidable warriors from the Legion of the Dead. We have the Legion on our side! Okay. I didn't realize that was happening this early in the game. Alright. Now, what is... Where do we find the new thing with Calpurnia is my question here. I have work on Friday, but might be there for the beginning. Fair enough. There is always the VODs, as you know. The Hunter Shade Draculus! Hooray! Ah, Plant Crystal Inventory Headquarters. There it is. Scrawled note from Arcanist Dagna to Sister Liliana. L, it's all ready. I tested out the crystal halves, and everything one half records, the other receives. Now your spies just have to find the camp, sneak into it, figure out where Calpurnia works, hide the crystal there without getting caught, and then sneak out. Piece of cake. D. This will take time as well as people, Inquisitor, but the reward is obvious. Let us begin. Okay, so it only takes 20 minutes, but I'm not going to be streaming for another half hour, so I'm going to say that that is going to be something I get started with on Friday. We're also going to get the Hunter Shade Dracolisk, because I can. For some reason, this is also something that takes a long time.
At your service.
Observing the Deadlock. A Friend in Carinus, which I think has to be Josephine or Liliana. I forget which. Hunter Fell, I will do later. Serpent of Navarra, I really want either Josephine or Liliana for. Where can I send Cullen? I'm going to remind myself what Celebrating the Dragon Slaying is. So it has to be either Josephine or Cullen. Oh, yeah, I do want Cullen for this. So. Word has spread about the dragon the Inquisitor killed. A note passed on by Josephine. Tell me you have sent... wait. Signed Heron. Okay, that's the second one. Tell me you have sent soldiers to collect the grisly remains. We have nobles clamoring to see the head up close. I should have anticipated this. Gawking is for peasants, but it becomes civilized when done with a glass of wine in one hand and a fan in the other. And another, from Ferelden, signed Heron. My associate Wade is known throughout Thedas for his talent at capturing the glory of the Draconic in the armor he makes. The scarcity of dragon scale means that Wade is all too rarely afforded the chance to work in his chosen medium. But here's a solution. Wade shares his experience with the Inquisition in exchange for the dragon materials collected so far. Cullen. Wade and Haran are troublesome, but Wade's talent is undeniable. Send them whatever dragon materials we aren't using ourselves.
Inquisitor.
Meanwhile, Josephine would be like, yeah, sure, let's send the fucking... Let's set up all the things that we've collected so far. Okay. For right now, I think I am going to call this my stream for today. Because I do have to do stuff before I run and get ready for work. So, for right now, what is that? That is a garden. That's what that is. So, we're gonna save. On Friday, we will most likely continue on with Calpurnia's quest. We will get started in Crestwood, which is a little bit of plot and a lot of running around. I'm actually pretty pleased with how this one worked out, because this was just more like running around and doing character stuff. But I got in some plot right at the end there, so I'm pleased with this one. Hopefully, Friday is usually my longer stream, so I'm gonna end up. I will probably end up just blasting right through Crestwood on Friday, because it doesn't take super long, except for the dragon there. By which point I may be of a level that I can handle it, but also, that one's an electricity dragon. That one sucks. So we'll see. We got the dragon! We did! We cleared out the hinterlands. We got the dwarven memory crystals. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say. I called it a sending crystal by accident, because later on in the game, Dorian talks about a Tevinter item called a sending crystal, which sounds like exactly what Dagna just turned the dwarven memory crystal into. So that's also got some implications for me. Anyway, so thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna do my usual outro nonsense. So, if you like my streams, if you would like to figure out when I am streaming next, and or just watch me rant about other games that I am playing, all of that nonsense goes on my Twitter. I update my Twitter with when I am streaming, when I am not streaming, when I am changing my streaming schedule, when I am going hey, I wonder what I should stream next. All of that goes on my Twitter. I also have a Discord server. I try to throw the relevant tweets up on my Discord, but I often forget to do that. Discord is also just a really fun place to like hang out and chat and just talk. It is relatively small right now because I don't have a huge following, but there's a few of us there, and we run in, we chat, we chill, and I check Discord every day. Super up to date on all of the things that are going on when they are going on, but I am on there frequently. So if you're not looking for an immediate answer, Discord is a really good way to, get a chat going, talk to people, and it's a chat server. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, the other thing, the very final thing, if you like what I do, if you have a couple of bucks to spare, do not put yourself out for my streams. And if you want to help me do what I do, but also slightly better, I have a Ko-fi account. If you buy me a coffee on Ko-fi, it is currently going towards me getting a capture card so that I can stream things which are not exclusively PS4, because a lot of that ends up being, I have Assassin's Creed Unity, cool. I have Dragon Age Inquisition, cool. Having a capture card will allow me to put up things like a BRB screen if I have to walk away, so that I can do longer streams and not have to pause and then walk away and come back and have people not have any idea what's going on when the chat is not super active. I can put intros and outros and transition screens and BRB screens and cool stuff like that, and I can also stream from not just my PS4. So that is where that is currently going. I am hoping to get a capture card sometime soon. So currently that is not the highest priority, but it is in there. I actually do not see a single person that I follow streaming right now. That is a surprise. Let's see. Show all of the things. That is not English. Bidoo, 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 bidoo. I do not see. Let's find out. You know what? I've been, I talked about this earlier. I've been considering picking up Fire Emblem Three Houses, and that is one of the things that I eventually would like to try and stream once I have the capture card again. So let's see. Let's see if I can raid this person before I say who I'm raiding, because sometimes I will get a raid going and it doesn't actually allow me to raid the person. Yes, cool. So let's raid Gen Zealot. They are playing Fire Emblem Three Houses, and this way you can try to figure out if you want to have me stream this also, potentially. But also, it's a really fun game. It's a lot of fun to watch. I haven't played it myself, but it's a lot of fun to watch. Gotta run. Okay, Alien. Have a good day. Have a good week. I hope to see you again soon. I'm going to raid Gen Zealot. We can at least step in and say hi. That didn't actually work, did it? Yes, it did. Hooray. All right. If you are still here, have a fantastic afternoon. I'm gonna go get ready for work. Have a good one.